Good evening. Before we extend the podium to our distinguished speakers and panelists, allow me to briefly introduce you to Armenian Renaissance. It's all about the new Armenian future, the whole Armenian nation's future, in the motherland and all over the world. Indeed, the very destiny of our nation is directly dependent on the survival of our motherland. Not the mere survival of the Armenian state, but its growth and development into a just, prosperous, and powerful state, where equal rights equally belong to all its citizens, where the rule of law does not discriminate, where elections are truly free and democratic, where governing means governing and not partnering in and controlling businesses, where the balance between environment and economic growth is respected, where independence means what it is intended to mean. A country that will make every Armenian proud, a country that becomes a desirable place to live in. No. What we envision is not utopia. This has become an existential question. Over 100,000 Armenians are leaving their ancestral land every year simply because their living conditions have become intolerable. They are trying to recover their dignity in greener pastures. Armenia is experiencing a near-fatal hemorrhage that needs to be stopped now. The good news is the silent majority is silent no more. The words change and hope have reappeared in the lexicon of the Armenian street. As we speak, dozens of civic and reform movements have already emerged and are starting to raise their concerns. Their sympathizers already number in tens of thousands. Their activists belong to the young post-Soviet generation, growing as independent thinkers. And that alone is a direct result of the newly independent republic and an important step forward. They are taking full advantage of modern technology and social media to raise their voices. Over 300,000 people right now use social media in Armenia. They have even created a new structure in the form of pre-parliament, Naha Khortaran. This all-inclusive pre-parliament has two main objectives. The first objective is to develop and articulate the platform of policies to govern the new future Armenia. From the judiciary to education, from culture and heritage to healthcare, from financial to defense to foreign policy, these platforms are being constructed by specific committees and subcommittees in the most democratic fashion, and will soon be open for universal input from every Armenian, citizen of Armenia or not. Indeed, it is not enough to ask for change. One has to define the vision of the new future Armenia with reasonable detail. The second main objective of the pre-parliament is to create an alternative mechanism that will guide peacefully the Armenian people towards the new future Armenia. That search for an alternative mechanism has become a necessity simply because the present electoral system, as we shall hear later from the Policy Forum Armenia report that our colleagues will convey from Washington via Skype, has failed the Armenian people and its aspiration. Tonight is our maiden public event, in addition to listening to our speakers, we will watch 2 short video clips from such civic movements in Yerevan. The first one from the Sardarabad movement, and the second from the environmentalists in Armenia. Change, of course, can only come from within, from Armenia. But a strong, committed, and engaged diaspora support will go a long way in providing a supportive network, specific expertise, and advice. As proud sons and daughters of Armenian ancestry, whether we live in Yerevan, New York, Paris, or Toronto, the new future Armenia is our collective responsibility. If we truly believe we are one nation, we in the diaspora have the right and the duty to support these grassroots movements that will shape the new future Armenia. This new energized, engaged diaspora is the Armenian Renaissance. It is you, it is I, it is every Armenian who believes that positive change is needed, but more importantly, that positive change is possible. Armenian Renaissance is this new diaspora that wants to redefine itself by genuinely engaging the ordinary citizens of Armenia and focusing on the fundamentals. We do not have precise medium-term and long-term roadmaps of what actions we should take, but we are working to develop strategies consistent with our mission. We believe the process will be an evolving one. Whether it is by organizing informative lectures and debates like tonight, whether it is by signing petitions or organizing protests when required, whether it is by participating with our individual expertise and skills, Renaissance will be an action network. It will not become an empty discussion forum. It will not offer lip service, and it will not sacrifice fundamental principles for political correctness. Renaissance will make every effort to become a truly pan-Armenian diaspora movement with its end target centered in Armenia, and specifically the Armenian people. It intends to appeal to large numbers in the diaspora, create a large enough critical mass through its proposed network, and enhance its capabilities. In the process, our diaspora will have the opportunity for its own coming of age and realizing its much desired full potential. We are still at the very early stages of organization. We do not have officially registered structures, but we do have already active steering committees and sympathizers in Los Angeles, Paris, and Toronto. And similar groups are emerging in Washington, Berlin, and Beirut. We do not own meeting places or tax-deductible numbers, but we have hope and determination to support the plight of our fellow Armenians. Consider tonight's event as an invitation to join Renaissance by bringing your personal input in any capacity you choose. Consider tonight's event as an invitation to join in a journey that may seem long and difficult, but it's a necessary journey and one that holds very rewarding promises to our nation. We can do it together. Thank you.